All right, Kingdom family. And last but not least, what we will not be doing is we will never, ever, ever compete for any person, place, or thing, okay? Because we don't have to, because we are royalty. Now, a lot of people are into that competition thing, but it is clear, all right, when you look at them, that they are clearly not royalty, okay? Well, here in the kingdom, kings and queens, we don't have to do anything like that because we understand that we can manifest whatever we desire in our life. We don't have to look at what you have. We don't have to do any of that. We legit create what we want, all right? Proverbs 27:17 says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. All right. We will never have to sit up here and covet over other people's things, because if we actually create our own, ours will probably look a lot different and a lot better than what they're actually having. Okay, I just want you to understand that. You don't have to look at nobody's husband. You don't have to always covet over nobody's marriage. You don't have to covet over nobody's career, over their business, over anything that they have, because you legit can actually have what God ordained you to have. If you can see it out of your eyes, you can actually attract it to your life. Okay, I just want you to understand that. As a king and a queen, you will never lower your standards and lower yourself just to sit up here and compete with what? Your royalty, and you're competing with people that are not royalty. Make that make sense? We don't do that here. We are of the highest standard. We just speak out our mouth, and this is what will appear in our life, okay? So if you even are in the energy of competing with anybody, you need to actually level the hell up, because we don't do stuff like that, all right? We don't need to try to win another person's spot or position or whatever the case may be, or even status, because we woke up winners and we go to sleep winners. We won when we actually became a part of the kingdom priesthood. So we are always going to be winners. And so what do you look like competing with anybody? You don't have to, all right? When you start to be in the energy where you want to compete as a king or a queen, that means that you are no longer royalty, all right? That means you're just like them at the end of the day. And why would you want to be like them when you're sitting on the throne right now? That makes no sense to me, all right? We want to make sure that we don't audition for people when we are already in the number one spot. We are the star of the situation. We are the main characters in our kingdom. All right. So we would never actually be in an energy where we will compete with anybody for anything. All right. If you even feel like you need to compete, go ahead and let that thing go, because it's lowering your standards. I just want you to understand that. And that's one thing we don't do here at Three Crowns, is we don't lower our standards to actually be in the same ring as something less than us. Why would we do something like that? All right.